Yu-Gi-Oh! Mint.com is now TradingCardMint.com. Please check out their selection of over 20,000 cards with prices cheaper than TCG Player. Welcome to a fun little preview for what we've been playtesting. I guess more people want us to kind of profile the decks a little bit earlier in our proxying stages to kind of see where we're going with things. So this is our pre-game Kagura list. Now, of course, we did net deck this off of Japanese Twitter. I saw this came across the locals. There's been a lot of lists that I've been testing. I think that this is probably the best one that I myself have personally got the chance to play. So we're going to end up covering this, talk about it a little bit, so you guys kind of have an idea. And remember, if you do Legion, you need another Overlord in the soul for the third restand. Fun fact. So don't be bad like me and try to do that right away without having that. Also, when you ride this, you get the force marker. When you Legion, the force marker goes on both units. A lot of people don't realize this. The power does go to both, so that's important to realize. So please check out our friends at TradingCardMint.com. Down below in the description, enter MCO40 on checkout. Save a little bit of money on your purchase. That's what you want to hear, right? You like saving money? Well, here we go. So, what does this deck do? Well, this deck spams Overlords like it's its job. And we've cut some of the bad ones, but there was a build that actually just came across. It was playing the old Overlord with the deck, which really caught my interest. It was 4 of this and 4 of the original. So, because these are so expensive and I can't afford more than what I pulled off of our case. 4 copies of Dragonic Overlord, the Greato. Obviously, getting the ride effect of this to call back the Neoflame is really good. Now, we don't have the cheese ability to... I mean, we can abuse Neoflame and do things like that, you know, pressure our opponent. I don't know, we're just trying to get on the X and try to Legion kill our opponent. So, there's that. But outside of that, okay, we put the force marker on the Vanguard, we go to town, we set up for our triple kill turn. Alright, that's basically what this deck aims to do. 50k restands are pretty good, even in the Dragon Empire. So, 4 copies of this pretty standard. I mean, Lizard General Conroe tutors for anything that you need in the deck. Now, we have proxies of the ends. I will get real ones when they're out in circulation, so don't worry about that. So, you get both of his restand abilities if you do it right. So if you have an Overload in the soul, count +1, soul +1, hand 4 or less, restand him. He doesn't lose the drive because he himself is the Legion mate. So we're not directly tutoring with the X. So the thing you have to understand when you're in Legion state with him is you're not losing any of these shenanigans. You're able to just do what you want to do and continue on with your day. So maximized value and potential out of this card comes from the X. Now, we play 3 copies of the X. You would probably have considered 4, but I don't know. So while we are Legion, we are 24k base on the swing. They did update the ruling for Legion that you do maintain the unit's new power. So 11 plus 14 is 24. As long as you have the force marker on your Vanguard, you're going to get the supercharged power up, which is going to make you 44. Literally, haha, we did it. 4,400, because 10k, 10k. Alright, congratulations. Legion is actually kind of dumb. Now, explaining this to a new player is going to be rough, but when you're swinging for larger powers, you're like, oh yeah, by the way, this is huge. So this is kind of your follow-up turn. Plus, when you Legion, you go search for another copy of either of these. I find in the case of doing that, it gets me another rearguard attacker. Also, if the X's attack doesn't hit, you can discard a copy of himself to blow up a column. That's still relevant, honestly. It is. And, you know, to top things off, I mean, I don't know, you can search for the end. You can't really do anything with it. I guess it's a discard fodder, or stride fodder, for the most part. But, yeah, we play 11 grade 2s. Now, we only play 8 grade 2s. I know, right? That's kind of rough. So, we play the 4 copies of Soul Blast 2 guy. Retire an opponent's rearguard. Check top 7 for an Overlord and add it to your hand. So, in larger numbers of Overlords, you shouldn't be missing particularly. One thing I did find about this, though, was this... I don't know. I never hit the Overlord. I play 11 of the damn things, and I still somehow always whiff. I don't know how. Semantics, I guess. Maybe I'm just bad at the game. I don't know. But we can't change my RNG. And then we play 4 copies of Dragonic Neoflame. One of the best cards. I mean, A, it's a free call off of the X, or the Great, so that's free value. And then to top things off, in the turns that you're trying to pressure your opponent, you'll counterblast 2, give your stride an extra, power and crit. That's pretty cheeky in the Ziegenberg turn, as long as you have the Conroe for the countercharging. Oh yeah, it's pretty cute. But once again, 8 grade 2s. I think this is fine. I personally haven't run into an issue with it yet. I mean, sometimes it sucks having to do the G assist, and you're like, oh no, I whiffed. And then you're just like, well, can't win them all, I guess. Now, we play grade 1s. Play 2 copies of Lizard Soldier. What's your name? Belog. Placed on Guardian Circle, choose one of your Vanguards till the end of the turn. It gets at the end of the battle that this unit was attacked, and the attack did not hit. I could choose one of my opponent's rested rear guards and cook it. This card's actually really cheesy. Getting the free nuke on something that your opponent's bullying you with, just take it away from them. Bully back with it. Now, this doesn't come up as much as I wish it would, but it is another counter charger for the deck. I don't know, we don't burn a lot of counterblast. I mean, we do. In the Neoflame turn, you burn all your counterblast, but if you don't have that turn, well, you're kind of average. Also, if you cook an opponent's rear guard, draw a card. Technically, if you have this and this guy, you get a free counter charge. So, I guess it's something. And, I don't know. It's a larger booster. It doesn't really do much else besides that. I don't know. I can't really talk this card up. It's good. 4 copies of this guy. Lizard Soldier. Oh no, he's the general now. Okay, Lizard General Conroe. Revealing any Overlord to go get another Overlord and giving the skill to your Vanguard when the attack hits countercharge 2, or when you attack countercharge 2. Restand turn, 4 counter charges, by the way. Also, I kind of just like to throw this down and bait my opponent to killing it, because, we're trying to deck thin here and get strike fodders and things like that to our hand. So there's that. Now, people might disagree with this. This build plays the 4 copies of the Protect Orb. I don't have an issue with this. I think that getting the counter charge is value in this deck. A little bit more than a draw PG. This hasn't been an issue. And then the draw 1 starter. Now, the reason for the maximized value there is we are on that 12 crit life. Whew. We want to close games as fast as we can. That turn we're on the X and we're slamming, we want all of those extra attacks to just be value. And we can do it with Bully. And then 4 copies of Heal Triggers. Counter charge is okay, but I don't know. 10k base is really good. Now, extra deck. The original build played 2 copies of this. While I do understand that you will not have an issue acquiring another copy of your Vanguard's name to discard, because you're literally going to Legion grab an X. You'll be fine. Sometimes you just don't have the resources to survive. And then we play the 2 copies of Drum. Drumagid is pretty damn good. Whenever a Sentinel or G-Guard appears, he gets to automatically restand. Obviously, drive -1, but I mean, hey, he's free. Plus you get to cook something, and he has Blaze. Okay. 1 copy of Drachma. In the current format, cooking is really good. Honestly, this card is nuts. We have 4 copies of Zig. This is fine. I mean fine, you have to play it. 3 copies of this guy. This is kind of in the time that I want 5 drive checks to bully my opponent in the submission. I think that this. The old list played 2. I mean, you literally cut this for the other copy of the Progenitor Dragon, but I don't know, it's good. 1 copy of the Agrat. This card never comes up anymore. My opponent's always got a full field. We have the 1 copy of the Nuke My Opponent's Back Row. This does come up now. 1 copy of the Rush G-Guard to Drachma My Opponent, and 2 copies of the Chicken. I have considered 3 copies of the KFC 6-piece here, but I don't know. I think this is still... 2 is fine at the moment. You don't really have the room for much more. And I mean, it's not like your Progen's not able to clean up things for you now. So, just the little things to consider. So guys, please check out our friends at TradingCardMint.com down below. Enter MCO40 on checkout. Save money on your purchase. And get ready to pick up your new cards. Alright guys, I'm out. Peace. That's not all, card fighters. Please subscribe for more Cardfight Vanguard content. Please remember to check out MCO40 for Yu-Gi-Oh videos. And please check out MCOGames.com, my store, along with No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for all of your guys' trading card game needs as well. Until next time, guys, remember to hit that subscribe button. Later.